Hello, Sawadee Cup. I'm Keith, and welcome to ThailandTV.tv News. We're glad you've joined us. The big news story is the same as been for every week for a while now, of how the COVID-19 virus is affecting the world. However, Thailand is doing a great job in containing the issue. There are a total of 3,045 total cases of COVID-19 in Thailand. There were 3 new cases yesterday. 2,929 people have recovered. There have been 57 deaths, and Thailand ranks 77th in the world of developed countries. The nationwide curfew has eased up a little bit. The curfew is now from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m., and that has been extended to May 31st. The travel ban is still in effect until June 30th. That basically means that there are no inbound flights from anywhere in the world to Thailand. There are very few outbound flights internationally. There are some domestic flights from Don Mueang Airport. Well, we're here at the Chukachak JJ Market, and as you can see, it is still pretty quiet. Though it opened last weekend and it's now back open. Not a lot of stores open, about half are closed. A lot of the food is closed, and just a lot of vendors are closed in general. This is the scene at MBK Market when it opened. Some shoppers, but again, very slow. About 30% of stores not open. The same scene at Terminal 21, a major shopping mall in Bangkok. Many of the restaurants have not opened yet, and probably about 20 to 30% of the stores haven't opened either. And again, the traffic is very slow, not a lot of people at the malls. This week we have a new reporter, Chris, joining us. If you have been a regular viewer of ThailandTV.tv, you'll recognize Chris as both one of our color commentators and sometimes one of our main camera operators for our Siam Hockey League telecast. However, the last few weeks, during the lockdown, Chris, his family, and close to 10,000 other tourists and residents have been stranded on Koh Samui as both domestic air flights and ocean ferries were halted. The restrictions have eased a bit, and Chris has finally been able to leave Koh Samui and return to his home in Bangkok. Here is his chronicle of his adventures back home.
Today we're going to be going from Koh Samui back to Bangkok. We're going to take a ferry, a taxi, and then an airplane. And so let's see what happens here. We're at the Naton ferry terminal here in Koh Samui, and I'll show you what that looks like. So when you come in the ferry, the first thing they do is check your temperature, and then they put you up on a heat map here. And you can see they've cordoned off all the seats, so it's very well organized. To get on the ferry, everyone needs to do a thermal scan, and we've done ours, so let's get on the boat. Goodbye, Koh Samui. We're heading back to Bangkok. Samui's behind us. The ferry ride's 90 minutes. We're about halfway through. We'll be getting off and heading in a cab towards the airport in Suratani. Big travel day. We'll take you with us. Anyway, I'll just walk you through the boat here. You can see the top deck's completely empty. And I'll just give you a quick walkthrough so you can get a sense as to how they're managing with the social distancing and all that sort of stuff. Like two ships passing in the night. One going to Samui and ours going to the mainland from Samui. sometime. Pay it a visit. We're approaching Don Sac Pier. Over here. We should be getting off this very soon. And then we are going to jump in a car, taxi, van of some sort, and we'll make our way to the Suratani airport and see what the rest of the trip to Bangkok looks like. So it's about now. That was a 90-minute ferry ride, and it just made me realize that if we were flying back to Bangkok direct from Samui, we'd already be there. So we're in a nice van here, about 10 seats, pretty empty, but about an hour and a half driving. You can see it's a 2-lane highway. Pretty, looks like it'll be a pretty easy drive, pretty easy trip so far. Finished it was almost an hour and a half taxi ride. We got one of those minivans from the ferry terminal in Don Sac. We're here. We arrived at Suratani Airport. Let's go in and see what things are looking like. It seems really, really quiet here right now. It's a very small airport. There's really only one check-in. They're doing some thermal scanning here. Yeah, I guess we'll check in and make the second last leg home, the flight to Bangkok. Cap. Okay, Cap. Checking temperatures on the way in. Cap.
F window seat.
Okay, Cap. So there's no middle seats. Well, there are middle seats, but nobody's going to be sitting in the middle seats, I believe. But you can see what they're wearing, what the flight crew's wearing. What the cap?
Navigation Act. Thank you for your cooperation.
ผู้มีเกียรติที่นั่งริมทางเดินฝั่งด้านนี้นะคะริมทางเดินฝั่งนี้นะคะเชิญออกจากเครื่องได้เลยค่ะ Next will be the passengers who sitting in the aisle side of your right hand side. Please sit and mark. Thank you.
So we've arrived at Don Muang, and it's very quiet. Looks like we're one of the only flights that have arrived. Let's go to the baggage hall and see what that looks like. After a 90-minute ferry ride, a 90-minute taxi ride, and about a 70-minute plane ride, we made it back here to Don Muang Airport. This isn't the main international airport in Bangkok. It's the smaller one, but it's usually a lot busier than this. This is the baggage claim. So all in all, it was a pretty easy trip, Koh Samui to Bangkok. We still have to jump in a cab to make it all the way back to our part of Bangkok. But yeah, for anyone looking to get out of Bangkok, I'd say these domestic flights are operating efficiently, smoothly, and shouldn't be a concern. Seems very safe.
Thank you again, Chris. And you can see many more videos by Chris and his adventures in Thailand at Retired For You on YouTube. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. If you've been a regular viewer of our Thailand TV news, you may recall that a few weeks ago, we held a workshop to train anyone who is interested in how to be an on-air news reporter to learn and have the opportunity to be a part of our news program. We had over 35 people take the workshop. They are now out there practicing their new learned skills and covering the news for our show. One of our attendees was Grace, who edited her very first piece that was shot about our friends at Dining from the Sky, Sunrise Tacos, and Bad Boy Scooters feeding the needy during these incredibly tough times at Lumpini Park and Soi 16. Here is their story. We're here at Lumpini Park, where Dinner in the Sky is giving out over 300 lunches today to the homeless and people in need. They're practicing social distancing here today, so the EMT are here to make sure that everybody does the correct social distancing. Okay.
Okay, we're just trying to help the community here. We've been going to several different locations throughout Bangkok, several days a week. And today we're here helping my neighbors.
On April 6th, where a good friend of mine, Frisco, and he had a bunch of guys that came up with the idea, Dinner from the Sky. Then we passed it out in Klong Toi, the slums, and well, we really could see the need. It's a group effort. It's a whole community, and without everybody involved, we can't do anything. You know.
Okay.
In a little Soi, little community, a lot of people living here work as street food vendors. Obviously, they're making a lot less money right now, so we're helping them. We're having ao kong, which is food in a box together with water. People streaming in here nicely.
How many meals are you serving today?
We're having today around 650.
Okay.
This is the first location. We will also go to Lumpini Park to feed the homeless there. So we're doing wherever we can. We're going wherever we can. See where it's needed.
Thank you, Grace, for editing that piece for us. I think for her very first editing assignment, she did a pretty good job. We're very proud of you. Thank you for joining us again this week. A couple of things. Most of us around the world are stuck at home and lonely during these lockdown times. If that sounds like you, we can help. We host an online Zoom virtual happy hour with friends from all around the world every Friday at 11 a.m. Bangkok time. That's 9 p.m. Thursday Pacific Time, USA. Why not join us? Just go to bkkfun.com for details. Once again, bkkfun for the details. Thank you for joining us. Finally, we leave you with a video that is, well, just very Thailand. An elephant and a monk on the side of the road. It's what makes Thailand amazing. Good night. Kap Kun Kap from Bangkok.
สุรินทร์มีความน่ารักมาฝากค่ะ ไปดูเลยนะคะว่าเช้าๆเนี่ยมันมีภาพที่แบบโอ้โหดูสิคะเขามาใส่บาตรค่ะคุณผู้ชมคะดูค่ะนั่งพับเพียบอย่าเรียกว่านั่งนอนแล้วก็ลุกขึ้นมา แล้วก็พระมาปุ๊บเขาก็ใส่บาตรนี่น่ารักจังเลยคือเมื่อกี้เขากราบก่อนใช่ไหมพอกราบเสร็จก็ใส่กราบเหมือนคนน่ะนี่กราบอีกแล้วพอใส่เสร็จก็กราบใส่เสร็จก็กราบนะฮะกราบใส่หลวงพ่อก็หัวใจตุบๆต้อมๆเหมือนกันนะฮะว่าโยมใส่นิ่งๆนะใส่นิ่งๆอย่าตวัดมาแรงนะอาตมาก็เหงื่อแตกเหมือนกันนะไม่หรอกคนแถวนั้นเขาชินแล้วเนาะเขาชินกับช้างนะคะเขาชินฮะเนี่ยน่ารักมากนะเอาหล่นลูกเอาอีกครั้งหนึ่งอันนี้เดี๋ยวแก้ข้อมูลนิดนึงอันนี้ไม่ได้อยู่สุรินทร์นะอันนี้อยู่บุรีรัมย์ด้วยอำเภอสตึกอยู่สตึกนะคะนี่ไงเพราะเจ้าของเขาชื่อว่าพี่ตุ๋ยน่ารักจริงๆไปแล้วฮะหลวงพ่อรีบไปครับจับมือขอจับมือหลวงพ่ออีกนะเซ
ช็คแฮนด์
อ้าวตัวน้อยๆนะคะ ช้างตัวนี้ไม่ใหญ่เห็นไหมฮะพอคนยืนก็เท่ากับคนเลยนะคะตัวเล็กชื่อว่าพลายบัวบานอายุ2 ขวบ 5 เดือนนะคะเจ้าของก็คือคุณลุงตุ๋ยอายุ68แล้วแหละเป็นคนอำเภอสตึกนะคะเป็นช้างที่เข้าร่วมโครงการนำช้างคืนถิ่นก็เอามาอยู่ในโครงการคดชะอาณาจักรจังหวัดสุรินทร์นี่แหละค่ะสังกัดองค์การสวนสัตว์ในพระบรมราชูปถัมภ์กระทรวง